What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing a Reverb 7-inch. I just put the heliospring all-in-one in it. So we're going to get it configured and set up. So check it out. I'm going to show you guys how I set up my quads.
Let the animal
Alright, first things first, let's get these props off. You never configure a quad with your props on. Anytime you plug it in to the computer, take the props off. So, take them off. I'd rather be safe than sorry, I can tell you that. I'm not sure what firmware is on this Helio, but we're gonna just put the newest firmware version on it, and then we'll just go from there. I don't know what the IMUF version is either, so I'll have to check that out. But okay, let's pop these straps off. We'll just take everything off. Take the straps off, throw these to the side. We'll take the GoPro off. What's going on? Oh, it's this thing. I'll shut this off. Okay. Alright. Let's get this going. Let's plug this in. We'll see how this, see what firmware is on it first. There we go. Alright. Get that plugged in. This is going to be a two-part video. Today we're going to do the setup part, and then tomorrow, or maybe even later today, I'll do the flight footage and a little bit of the tuning on a 7-inch. 7-inches, they're really hard to tune. There's just so many vibes, and it's got wobbles, and they're a pain in the butt, but I love flying them. So yeah, let's dive right into it. I'm gonna show you how I set up my quads. This does not mean this is the right way to do it, or it's the wrong way to do it, or you need to do it this way. This is my way of doing it. You know, this is all my quads are set up the same exact way. So yeah, let's do it. First things first, gonna flash firmware, heliospring, 3.6.4. Do full chip erase every single time. Just load firmware. flash firmware. Alright, that is finished updating. Now guys, if you're new at this hobby, you know, and I know this whole updating config thing is difficult for a lot of beginners. It was for me in the beginning. I mean, you can follow along. Most of the time, setting up a quad is pretty much the same nowadays. It made it so simple. But I'll let you know when certain things might be different on your quad than my quad. So, but yeah, just follow along and I'll let you know. Here we go. Connect. Alright, first things first. Make sure the board is in the right direction. See, I'm tilting it backwards, forwards. Go to the left. Go to the right. Y'all left. Y'all right. So my board alignment is correct. Now, if you're going to be using angle mode or horizon mode, you always want to calibrate accelerometer. So I don't use it, but I'm just going to show you just for this demonstration. Zero it out and then just calibrate, and then automatic. There you go. See, flattens right out. Make sure it's on a level surface. The more level, the better you're gonna have. You know, otherwise you're gonna be drifting to the left, right, forward, backwards, and you don't want that. You want it to be level as possible. So, okay, let's move on. Ports. Now, this could be different from my quad to your quad. Just say, okay, you gotta make sure you watch what UARTs you solder your receiver to. So you got UART 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. Okay. Most of the time, I try to get it on 1 and 2, but this time I put it on number 3. It was just close. The way my wires they were short, so I just went to UART number 3, and so that's what I'm running. Like I said, yours could be on UART number 1, you know, or number 2. But you also got to check if it's uninverted UART or not, you know. So you gotta just be careful of that. Now, if you're running smart audio, the same thing. You gotta know what UART you're on. I'm on UART number 5 for smart audio, the TBS smart audio. And all these things that say auto are the baud that I can't talk baud rates. Just leave it auto. Unless you're running like GPS or something, then you're gonna want to set that stuff up. But I'm not running a GPS on this rig, so let's move on. Save and reboot. Oh yeah, guys. Make sure you enable expert mode up here, so that way you get all the functions and the settings and stuff. And then you always want to have that on. And then you can either come up here to this little gear. You can make sure it's on at all times. Every time you see permanently enable expert mode, I always keep that on. Alright, let's go to configuration. Alright. I'm gonna run D-Shot 1200 Wraith 32. ESCs. They run up to D-Shot 1200. I'll leave this at default, the 4.5. I'm gonna run 32. Like I said earlier, I disable that. The border alignment sensor. This is if you turn your flight controller, at a different angle, you can align it back up. Let's do the craft name. It's Reverb 007. The camera angle, I don't mess with that. I don't even really know what that's for. The receiver. Nowadays, everybody's running serial-based receivers like Spectrum, S-Bus, FR Sky, F-Port, Crossfire. So I'm running Crossfire, so I'll click Crossfire, RSSI, analog. I don't run analog. If you're running like S-Bus, there's a way that you can wire your analog RSSI from a receiver to a flight controller, but I don't do any of that. That's just, I do it all through the Crossfire. 3D, I don't do 3D. GPS, I'm not running GPS on this rig. Okay. Yep, telemetry, air mode, OSD, anti-gravity. Everything's right there. I won't touch any of that stuff. D-Shot beacon. This is it's kind of like a buzzer, but your motors make the buzzer noise. I turn it all the way up to number 5. Now all this stuff down through here, you can just leave that all enabled, or you can disable it all. This is for if you have an external beeper, which I don't have, so let's move on. Save and reboot. Alright. Power and battery. Onboard. Okay, good. I like to put this at 3.4. And then my warning comes out at 3.5. I'm going to be running probably a 1500 5S. Voltage meter and amperage meter default usually pretty dead on, so I just leave those. Save. Now fail safe is the most important thing. You don't want your quad just to keep flying, have a flyaway quad. So right here to throttle, you're gonna enable hold. So what this does is, see over here at stage 2, like 4 seconds, it'll hold the last position your sticks were in for 4 seconds before it drops. So this gives you a little bit of a time to gain your signal back. But if you don't gain it back within this time, it will drop. Or you can hit land. I've never done the land. I don't know if it works. I've heard it doesn't really work, so I just leave it at drop. Save and reboot. Okay, now I'm going to go to the PID tuning. I'm going to leave all the PIDs at default because I want to fly it first before I do any PID tuning, obviously. I'll put my rates in though. All my rates are the same for every rig. So 1.20. 76, 76, and 76. That gives me 1,000 degrees per second. Then my expo, I usually run. It depends on the quad. Usually 15 to 25. We're gonna start a little high, so we're gonna do 25 on roll and pitch, and then we'll do 5 on yaw. Pig controller settings, we'll just leave a default anti-gravity game, leave a default threshold, leave it default TPA default. We'll leave everything else at default because I gotta fly it before I can mess with any of that stuff. Hit save. Filters. Again, leave it at default until you fly it. Okay, receiver. Did I? Okay. Okay, receiver tab. Let me turn my transmitter on.
Welcome to OpenTX. Disarm motors 0 volts, 0 milliamp hours.
Just plug in a battery.
0.
Okay, now you see the roll. Roll is actually pitch, and my pitch is actually throttle. The channel map is wrong, so which I gotta change it to. I believe it was TAER. But I just gotta go down the spectrum. You know, TAER, and then my RSSI channel is on aux 4. Now this is all done through my my crossfire. If you're running S-Bus, it's gonna be different. There's a whole different way of setting it up through your transmitter. Everything else I'm gonna leave it default. Hit save. Now see, everything went to where it should be, 1500. So I'm gonna roll right, 2001. Roll left, should be 998. Pitch forward, 201. Pitch back, 998. Yaw right, 2001. Left, 998. Throttle, 2001. Min throttle, 998. My arm switch, aux 1. And then these are just my other like mode switches that I'll be using. So everything's good to go there. Now we're gonna go to modes. We're gonna do an arm switch first. I just leave that on auto because it automatically picks it up. Aux 1. Beeper. And that, oh, flip over. I don't know how well a 7-inch is gonna react to this, but I'll put it on, and if I get stuck upside down once, so I'll give it a shot. And then hit save. Okay. Okay, everything's good to go there. Now let's check the motors. Alright. Motor 1. Good there. 2. Good there. 3. Good there. Alright. We're good. Motors are spinning in the right direction. plug the battery now. I can turn off my transmitter. Now we'll go to OSD. Okay, first things I'm going to do, NTSC, Imperial, and I use timer 1. And I like to have it on total arm time. And get rid of this logo. I hate having that logo. And then, oops. I don't know what just happened there, guys. But, okay. We'll just start it back over. Connect. OSD. Let's do it. Alright, everything is still set. Okay, now RSSI, I like to have it at 70 is the recommend warning for crossfire. It's actually not RSSI, it's LQ, link quality. But I'm gonna do 1500 altitude. I don't have GPS, so I'm not gonna worry about that. First thing, we're gonna do RSSI. Oh man, I just shut it off. Okay. Now let's put my RSSI down there. We do timer 1. Timer 1 goes up in the right hand corner. Graph name. We'll go down the bottom here. I like to put throttle position when I first set up a quad, so that way if I have any oscillation when I'm tuning, I can see what percent it starts oscillating at. So if it's at, say, like here's a 69% throttle, it starts vibrating at 70%. I'll know what part of my throttle it's at. VTX channel. Put that down right hand corner. Alright, milliamp hour goes up here in the left hand corner. And the current draw will go under the milliamp. Yeah, it's all GPS stuff. I don't use main battery voltage. I used the single battery voltage. This right here, average cell voltage. This is one cell. So like here it says 3.98 volts. That's an average of each cell. And disarm. I like to have the disarm warning. Tells you if you're armed or disarmed. I'll put the cell voltage underneath there, or low voltage, and then I'll put disarm above craft name. that's it, guys. That's all I put on my OSD. Sometimes I don't even put that. All I do is put the voltage and then the RSSI, and a timer. That's it. This stuff here I don't even mess with. I hit save. OSD settings saved. And then I like to change the font. I like to make it a little bit bigger. So you got different styles here. You have bold, large, extra large. I like the digital. It's nice and like just square letters. I don't know, I just like it. So upload font. Alright, there we go. Everything else, sensors, I don't mess with anything there. Tethered logging, I don't mess with anything in there. Sometimes I do black box. I think I actually have some data on there from the last firmware. I don't know why. I thought that stuff gets deleted, but maybe I'm wrong. Just erase flash, and that's it, guys. Yeah, just stay tuned to the next video of the Maiden. We'll see how it goes with all default settings. I'm sure it'll fly okay. We'll probably have to mess with the P's a little bit for sure. A lot of times these 7-inches like to have a nasty bounce back, so I'll probably just drop everything down. Especially I'm gonna run bi-blades on it, so my pits are gonna be quite a bit low. But yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Got any questions? Reach out. Let me know. Alright, guys. Have a good one. Peace. Alright, let's test it. Let's see if this thing arms up and
Welcome to OpenTX.
see if we got
Disarm motors 0
power and all that. We'll check the video.
Hours 0%, 0 mode 0.
Alright.
All motors.
Yep. The arm.
Disarm motors.
Good there. Let's check video. Yep, we got video. See that, guys? Let's check, see if we got smart audio. Yep, we got smart audio going. Everything looks good. RSSI is working.
Arm motors.
Arm time is working. Voltage is working.
Disarm motors.
VTX channel's working. Everything's working. I think we're good to go, guys. I can throw some props on it and we'll take her out. I'll see you outside.